Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Across the 25, he's going to go. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They love the change, they mark it up at 29.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that guy.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Give the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football play.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't have them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
To throw, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Branch. Turning it on. Just keeps moving. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
For an offense to have the ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Justin both have. You can go back to a singular moment like one runs the drum in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Lets it fly. Snags it up the 30, still running. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he tacked on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about sets to kick it away again. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. You're starting to get an idea of who these teams are.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in. This passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, that down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some news. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offensive back to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll return it. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Berger called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they would keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Grab in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler in the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
inside handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How's that cheer going?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Finding open areas. There we go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense. Getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even did it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
I believe in you, D.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. time left in the half here as they take over. They will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Try to get it to the edge. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. Just don't see much of it anymore.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Looking for a man. It's Bagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Bagway. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going with the ground game left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll move Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. To work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brad behind the line. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Dogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Hauls it in. Throwing a move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as suggesting the biggest reason the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's a high ball. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose ball and moves the chains. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide. Find his way away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. That's reeled in, it's Thomas. Really good serves for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gators buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
And he's got it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rival.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Looking for a deep man. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll try to move on from that first down play. Second and goal from the 12. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Keeps it on the draw. Takes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half, but he still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent.